Hi gang, Jeff McAleer here once again, and today I'm taking a look at the Hunters, German U-boats at war from 1939 through 1943. From Consim Press. This has also been produced by our good friends over at GMT Games. I do mention Consim Press. It is an extension of Consim World. So if you're a war gamer or into any sort of military simulation, I'm sure you're familiar with that website. This is a title I was very excited to finally get my hands on because I did see some of the prototype components at last year's Consim World Expo in Tempe, Arizona. And this is a solitaire game for one player. They're going to be put in charge of a German U-boat as they go out on patrol, and they try to see how much tonnage they can sink, as well as be able to survive the increasing pressure that's been put on the U-boat commanders by the Allied efforts to put an end to the U-boat scourge. As far as the Hunters itself, there's going to be 8 different U-boat types which are simulated, some sample counters. So let's take a peek at what's inside the box. It's important to keep in mind that Gregory M. Smith, who designed this title, has also mentioned that a big inspiration for this game was the classic 1981 Avalon Hill game, B-17, Queen of the Skies. And I have to admit, I remember back in high school, my friends and I, we used to play the hell out of that game. Now, I will point out that I do remember B-17 had a lot of charts, so it was a lot of dice rolling. You didn't get to make a whole lot of decisions on what was going on. You were effectively plotting out where you were going to go bomb, and then hope that your plane and crew were able to make it back in one piece. So my understanding is Mr. Smith has actually created a lot more decision-making within the Hunters than you would have found in B-17. So let's take a look at what we've got here. Of course, we've got some dice. Looks like we've got 3 6-siders and a couple of 10-siders there, probably to be utilized as percentage dice. We have the rules of play, which don't look real long. Let's take a look here. Looks like we've got 24 pages, including the index. So let's take a look to see what we've got inside here. Got a bit of an introduction, how to play the game, what the object of the game is, and of course it's to be as successful a U-boat commander as possible while surviving the period that's being simulated, 1939 through 1943. Talking about game equipment, how to read the markers, crew quality, armaments, combat map markers, some charts and tables, talking about the log sheet. No doubt you're going to keep a log sheet for the entire career that you have as the U-boat commander. A closer look at how do you read the different layouts for the different types of U-boats. How to win the game, sequence of play, patrol encounters, talking about combat. Looks like this might be the combat mat here as far as conducting ship combat. And I will point out once again, I am in Yorkville, Illinois. It is frigidly cold, so I apologize if we hear the furnace kicking on and working overtime. We've got rules for aircraft encounters, U-boat damage, flooding, engines, crew injury, repairs, and no doubt being refitted. I'll take a stab that you can actually get, well, actually right here, I see it here. Crew experience, promotions, decorations, and new U-boat assignments. I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if you can be promoted and receive command of newer U-boats. Random events, some optional rules as well. I understand that there's hundreds of ships, historical ships, that are also included in the game, so when you're out on patrol and you're sinking tonnage, you're actually jotting down what ships you've sank. A little bit of a historical brief talking about the top 10 German U-boat commandants. a bit of a bibliography, and the index and some more charts. So we've got that there. Put that here. Looks like we've got quite a few different charts. Let's take a look to see what we've got. Your patrol assignments, aircraft encounters, flak attacks versus aircraft. Got an encounter charts. U-boat torpedo and deck gun fire charts. Escort detection, escort air attacks. Chart talking about the U-boat damage and repair. Here we go. Here's the different ships, small freighter target roster. And also, as you can see, it's naming these ships, which I'll take a guess historically were sunk. We've got tankers, North American targets. One of your patrols might be off the coast of the United States. That'd be pretty interesting. We've got an optional small freighter target chart and large freighter targets. Some random events. Now we're going to get into the various different types of U-boats. And I'm going to take a guess this is kind of your play chart that you'll be utilizing. And dual-sided with 2 different U-boats on each. So let's take a guess there's going to be 4 of those. Very nice, very cool. I am so looking forward to playing this game. Taking a quick peek through. Of course, each of the U-boats is depicted on your play chart here. And it looks like the later models as well. Very, very nice. Obviously, you're going to be tracking everything on these sheets. And here's the combat mats. Also gives us a breakdown of the sequence, no doubt, or different charts, and that's only a single side there. And we've got a log sheet, and there are a few, actually quite a few copies of the log. A lot of games, when they have some sort of a log sheet, they just give you one to go photocopy or print off a bunch of, scan it. This is nice, so you get a whole pad. And then we have counters. Doesn't look like a ton of counters, it's just one counter sheet. And I see it's showing the different U-boats here. Our different targets, what they are. Turn it this way here. Tankers, escort trained, escort veteran. Different battleships as well. The Ark Royal, nice. Different torpedo types. Looks like damage counters here. I'll take a guess these are probably crew casualties or injuries. Your different ranks. So of course you'll utilize those as well. And they are dual-sided also. So that's what we've got inside the box for the Hunters, and by all means I will very soon have a review of the Hunters. I plan on busting this out over the kind of holiday break, I guess we would say, and definitely play the heck out of this game because I am so looking forward to it. You can pick up the Hunters through gmtgames.com, and by all means shoot over to that website and take a peek. Once again, this is Jeff McAleer. Thanks so much for watching, and until the next video, be sure to swing over to thegaminggang.com for all the latest in tabletop gaming news and reviews, and a whole lot more.